Hello everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. So today we're doing another requested reading, and this time the comment is: Tim Waltz was interviewed recently and asked if he thinks of the 2024 election was stolen, and he answered no. Do you think Waltz genuinely believed he and Kamala didn't win? Why is he saying no if he thinks otherwise? What are the reasons why the Democrats didn't fight back? Do you think the discrepancies lawsuit in Rockland, New York, will be successful opening the truth that the election wasn't honest? Will the truth ever be revealed in the future? So let's see. Let's ask about Tim Waltz. Does he genuinely believe that he and Kamala didn't win? Or does he have doubts? So let's see what the cards will show us. Tim Waltz, what does he think of the 2024 elections? Okay, so this is Tim Waltz. And these are the outside circumstances. So we have Tim Waltz. The Star card. This is Kamala, the Queen of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. And now let's see this. Compromise. Six of Pentacles. See the outside circumstances. Healing, the King of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The King of Swords. And on top, the Stress, the Seven of Wands. So for Tim Waltz, with the Star card, and here on this deck is called Silence. So I think he would rather not say anything about this, because with this Nine of Pentacles is like waiting to have, this is like the harvest, the fruit, to have tangible evidence. And this compromise, maybe like there's an understanding, and this is Kamala, I think the Queen of Wands. Maybe there's an understanding, an agreement there to maybe not talk about this with the silence. We'll ask why. My thinking is that it might be because they don't want people to not trust the election process, because that would be very damaging. So is this energy waiting until there's something tangible? And also with the Star card, it can have this meaning of further, later in the future, because you know the star is up there, you can see it but you cannot touch it. And in terms of timing, I can also see this as later. So they would rather wait for later until there is enough proof and evidence, but until then there's the silence and compromise agreement to not, I believe, to not harm when it comes to, you know, people's trust in the elections. And here on this side, I think he believes that the Republicans had an advantage, because the Seven of Wands here, this is an energy of like having the higher ground, being higher, so having an advantage. And I think it's because Elon Musk, because we had these two kings, so one of them is Trump, one of them must be Elon. And with this Ace of Pentacles, the money that he paid, the money that he gave away for Trump, to win the presidency, and also with buying eggs. So I think Tim Waltz thinks that this helped Trump, and he had this advantage, and he might have doubts there, but it's more like, let's not say anything about it until we know for sure. And there's this agreement, I think. Now let's do another spread, and let's ask not just about Tim Walz, but also about Kamala and generally the Democrat politicians. What do they think about the elections of 2024? Do they think that there was something suspicious, or do they think that it was fine? So let's see collectively. Okay, so on this side we have the Democrats and outside circumstances and influences. All right, so let's see. The Democrats are here. Two of Swords. Okay, Five of Wands. Queen of Swords. And Four of Wands. Okay, now let's see the rest. The Justice card, Breakthrough. The Rebel. Trump. The Star now here. And the Eight of Cups. So it's a similar energy. I could see with this Two of Swords, this is blocked. See, this guy hanging on the flick is stuck there. So, and with this Four of Wands, this is about being together, working together towards a common goal. This is about unity. See, these are four people, and this is about forming an alliance that is solid. Build a foundation that you can rely on. So they think that they have to all stick to this and not speak, because the Two of Swords is about communication, and with this energy being stuck, to not say much about this. The Queen of Swords could be, again, the Kamala is the female energy. Although within the party, I see some of them who wish that maybe they could have done more, because the Five of Wands, this is like aggression. It's like they need to fight. They need to say something. They need to fight back. So there's this, I'm sensing like an underlying like anger, tension. But I think there's a general consensus to remain silent, to not speak too much about this, and maybe leave it to justice, because here we have the Breakthrough, the Justice card. Leave it to the courts and the justice system. So the Rebel, this is Trump, and again the Star here, and then the letting go on top. So it's kind of like, let go of this for now. Wait until later. Let's focus on what we can actually achieve with tangible results. So yeah, that's what I'm sensing from these cards. So I think that yes, there is suspicion here, but it's they'd rather just keep quiet, and because anyways the elections cannot be undone. So it's like they rather focus on what's to be done in the future. And now let's ask why. Why don't they fight back? Is it what I think, that because they don't want to cause more harm? Or let's see what the cards show us. Give us some clue. Why does it feel like they're not fighting back? Okay, so we have here the same, the Democrats on this side and the external elements. let's see, the Democrats, the Five of Swords, the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. The Empress, the World, the Queen of Cups, and the Rebel, the Emperor, Trump. Alright, so actually from these cards I'm getting a feeling of, not necessarily because they don't want to create lack of trust, it's more like they want to put their efforts in battles they can win with this Five of Swords. This is about strategy. Ace of Swords, clear data, facts. The Hierophant, this is about the structure of power, the government, and then putting work. So it's like they'd rather focus and put on the work and the effort in winning future battles. And then here on this side we have Trump here, the rebel, the emperor on top, the empress. This is, I see this as United States. So they'd rather let Trump finish completion here, the world, and they are focusing on winning the next elections. So yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting from this card. So it's not necessarily just because they don't want people to lose trust and faith in the election process, but more because they'd rather put their work, because it's about work, putting work effort into winning in the future, into getting into the structures of power. So probably they think that this is pointless, and maybe they think that it could do more harm than good to do what actually Trumpists did in 2020, you know, when they screamed about the election. So yeah, that's the general attitude that I'm seeing here. Alright, so now let's see the other question about the lawsuit in Rockland, New York. Will it be successful? Will they find anything, a tangible proof and evidence that the elections weren't honest? What can we expect? Okay, so these are the ones who want to discover the truth and the external circumstances. The ones who file the lawsuits. Okay, let's see. Seven of Cups projections, Five of Cups no bueno, Control, the King of Swords, and I'll see the card on top, the Ace of Wands, the Source. Let's see these other cards. The Master, I see this as Trump. The Nine of Swords, Sorrow. It's just, I feel like it's in the dark. The Knight of Swords, and then on top the Sun, in a sense. So I'm not so confident that they will prove anything, because they have this Five of Cups and then the Seven of Cups, the projection, something is not clear. And then we have the Sorrow, the Nine of Swords, is like it's in the dark. It's not so clear. And then here on top we have the Sun and Innocence. So this could be cleared. Something is being cleared. So I'm not as optimistic about this. Let's hope I'm wrong. But yeah, That's what I'm getting from these cards. And now the last question, will the truth ever be revealed in the future? So let's ask, will we ever find out what actually happened in 2024 elections? Is there a way for people to know the truth? Okay, so these are the people collectively and the external influences. Let's see, will the truth be revealed? Okay, let's see, the people. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Wands, the Star, and now let's see the card on top. Ace of Cups. There is a glimmer of hope, so I'm not seeing the energies like, no, you're not gonna find out. There might be something, a change, a shift, something that will happen, but with the Star card, it's later. Maybe it could be much later in the future. Now let's see the other cards. Suppression, the Ten of Wands, compromise. Okay, the Four of Wands, and completion. Maybe on this side there are efforts being made. It's like a collective effort and a compromise and understanding with the completion to let this go. Because, I don't know, as I said, this may have like a bad effect overall on the America, to have people not trust the election process. But yeah, so with these cards I'm not saying no, I'm not saying yes neither. I'm not seeing any swords or any card that would indicate like something being revealed. But with the Star, I would say that there is still a hope that maybe sometimes in the future there will be a change and something will be known, but not, I cannot give guarantees from these cards, from what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so this is the reading. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye bye.